If you're working a full-time job right now, you're probably feeling the FOMO. Everyone online is supposedly building profitable side hustles with Claude and AI, and you're watching it happen from your desk. Here's the truth, most of what you're seeing is garbage. I watched a video the other day where a guy told me how to pick random gigs on TaskRabbit. That's worse than the 9-to-5 you're trying to escape. The goal of a side hustle is not the weekend bare money. That's thinking too small. The goal is to build a real business where you still have the safety net of a paycheck until the side hustle outgrows a job and becomes a job. Today, I've made over $30,000 a month from 2 of my AI softwares and have over 50,000 followers collectively on Instagram. Now, this is the best window you'll get. Claude and AI only became mainstream in the last couple of years. The playing field is level because almost nobody actually knows what they're doing yet. So here are the AI side hustles I'll bet on. I'll break down each one and show you exactly how I'll land your first paying clients. I watch every single side hustle video that comes out, and here's what's wrong with almost all of them. No validation, nobody checks whether it's real. Real people actually get paid for the thing. They dumped a prompt into AI, got a list, and read it to the camera. No long-term thinking, it's all quick cash. Weekend money. Gigs that are objectively worse than your job. No path to a client. They never tell you how anyone is actually supposed to pay you. They're farming views. Mine are different in 3 ways. Every idea is proven, I've done it. My team does it, or I'm actively trying to do it. Or I'm actively hiring for it. Or one of my friends are. Real demand right now. We're not reinventing the wheel. We're just early. Every idea can become a real business. These are things people did before AI. AI just made them drastically easier and faster. Every idea comes with a path to your first client, who to connect, what to say, what to charge. I rate each one out of 25 across 5 variables, scored 1 to 5. Number 1 is ease. Can a beginner with no experience start? Number 2 is speed. How fast is your first paying client? Then validated. Are real people already making money doing this? Competition. More stars means less saturated, more blue ocean. And then long term. Can this actually replace the 9 to 5? Don't treat this score as the gospel. The right pick depends on your skills, your knowledge, and your experience. What's a 22 might be a 12 for you. Okay, starting off with number 1, AI ads for Meta. The opportunity. Thousands of brands are running Facebook and Instagram ads, but can't scale because scaling means producing hundreds or thousands of creatives. Their team doesn't have the capacity to. You do. How does AI do this work? Claude for the ideas, hooks and angles, Higgsfield for the images and video. How to start? Go to Facebook ad library. It's free. Finding brands, spending money, but only running a couple of dozen ads. Then check the bigger competitors. Here's a live example. I found a company called Work Louder. In the ad library, they're running 20 ads worldwide. 20. The competitor Razor is running 700. The gap is your pitch. They build the same samples. I open Claude and tell it, use the Higgsfield MCP, match me a batch of Instagram static ads for this keyboard. There's the link. No copying images manually, then research what other keyboard brands are running. Higgsfield handles the 3D imagery and video better than anything I've ever used. Claude is solid for a design, but complex 3D assets I reach for Higgsfield. Then I point Claude at Razor's ad library and say find their best performing ads based on how long they've been running, and build my version for this brand. It pulls the product images from the site, layers the structure of the ad that's already proven, and comes out with finished creatives. Now, you go to the brands, you're running 20 ads. Your competitors are running 700. Here are the 5 I've already made for you. That's a founder taking your call. What to charge? $1,000 to $5,000 per month, depending on scale and brand. Hence, I give this one a 3 for ease, 3 for speed, validated 5, competition 3, and long-term 5. 19 out of 25. You need to actually understand ads and learn Higgsfield, but people will run ads forever. This doesn't expire. Number 2, AI ghostwriting. The opportunity. Founders want personal brands. The successful ones have no time. They need someone writing in their voice on X, LinkedIn, and email. So how does AI do the work? Feed Claude their YouTube videos, podcasts, and interviews. It clones the voice and gets you 60 to 70% of the way there. You add the human touch for the last 30%. Here's my own setup. Every script I write runs off Notion database. Nothing complicated. Transcripts of my own videos, my style notes, my top performers, my personal stories, my brand elements. Claude plugs that and wires it into my voice. Do the same for each client. 1 database per founder. How to start? Find founders on X or LinkedIn. Post consistently but getting terrible engagement. The key is able and willing to buy their business already makes money. Skip real estate agents, solo coaches, and one-person consultants. Go for real businesses with founders who want a brand but can't write. What to charge? $500 per month is the floor. $2,000 to $3,000 a month is normal. If you're good, take a percentage of the revenue you bring in. Scorecard, ease 4, speed 5, validated 5, competition 3, long-term 5, 22 out of 25. This is the most beginner-friendly one on the list and the cheapest to start. Claude is exponential at copywriting and you're only producing text. Finding the lead, I built a free Claude skill called a list builder, link in the description, packaged with the business idea generator. Run something like /list builder. Find me 3 AI software founders who have raised money and are looking to build their personal brands on LinkedIn. On LinkedIn, it hunts for signals, posting frequently, raise capital, and wants clients from LinkedIn, but only pulling 5 likes per post. It scores each lead by likelihood to respond and hands you name, LinkedIn, and contact. Export to a Google Sheet and send. The magic isn't the message, it's the list. Find people with a problem you can solve, then agitate the problem and tease the solution in the DM. Number 3, AI creator. The opportunity demand for AI content is enormous and supply is tiny. You think the space is crowded. There are fewer than 15 relevant Claude-focused creators. Build an audience now and you own the asset for years. Sandy was an insurance sales manager 6 months ago and knew nothing about AI. I showed her how to do YouTube. She's past 50,000 subscribers and makes more than $50,000 a month while working full-time raising 3 kids. How does AI do the work? Claude writes and repurposes your scripts. Higgsfield handles the thumbnails, B-roll, and motion graphics. Every 3D asset on my thumbnails, the boxes, the icons, the characters, comes out of Higgsfield, then gets assembled in Photoshop. You don't need the design skills anymore. Technology stopped being the bottleneck. Here's how to start. Pick 3 to 5 creators. Use Claude to break down their scripts, strategies, branding, and aesthetic, and figure out why it works. Then find the gap. Don't copy. You'll never beat someone at their own game. Take what works, then go when nobody's looking. What to charge? At 10 to 20,000 subscribers, you get thousands per brand deal. Sell to products, courses, Claude skills, $9 a month subscriptions, up to $5,000 one-on-one. AdSense is bonus money. I've made over $50,000 at just 18 from it and never built a business on it. Scorecard, ease 3, speed 3, validated 3, competition 3, long-term 5, so 19 out of 25. Content takes longer to compound than outbound. I've done YouTube for only about a couple months now, and it's pretty much the bulk of my current income. Number 4, growth operator. The opportunity. Creators are consumed by content and have nobody running the back end. Emails, webinars, funnels, ads, offers, everything that turns an audience into revenue. You become their business partner on operations. How AI does the work. Claude builds the landing pages, funnels, email sequences, and webinar decks. I don't build my own websites. My growth operator does. And I make content because that's where my leverage is. You can be that person. Those webinar slides a creator would spend hours on. Build them in Claude. Copy from Claude, design in Higgsfield, generate the slide backgrounds in Higgsfield from inside Claude, and drop them to have the text on top. How to start. Use the list builder skill to find creators with a real following who aren't selling anything yet. Be the one who builds the offer. What to charge, base fee, 10 to 50% of profit depending on your leverage and what you actually deliver. Scorecard, ease 2, speed 3, validated 5, competition 3, long-term 5, so 18 out of 25. This is one of the most profitable models here, but also one of the hardest. Email, webinars, ads, hiring, it's a lot of skill. Every big creator has a growth operator. None of them run on their own business side. Number 5, a YouTube agency. The opportunity. Founders want to be on YouTube. Everyone winning on TikTok and Instagram wishes they were built there instead, because YouTube is a recurring asset, a sales asset, and the deepest brand time you'll get with a customer. Most of them tried and failed. So how does AI do the work? Ideas, script, editing, thumbnails, everything except them from standing in front of a camera. How to start? Find founders that are already making money and who tried YouTube but gave up. You're excellent at what you do. Show up and talk. I'll run the entire channel. What to charge? $1,500 to $2,000 a month for ideation and scripting alone. Roughly $300 to $500 per script at $4 a month. Editing on top. Percentage of profit if you negotiate well. Scorecard, ease 2, speed 3, validated 5, competition 3, long-term 5, so 18 out of 25. High skill, completely learnable. Number 6, content distribution. The opportunity. Alex Hormozi kicked this trend off. His main channel has 4 million subscribers. He started a second one, More Hormozi, at 100,000 and posts a video every hour. 20 or 30 a day, all cut from podcasts, Q&As, and workshops that would otherwise sit in an archive. He doesn't care if a video gets 500 views because the viewers are so specific that the call to action at the end converts. He makes more money from the second channel than the main one. Main channel is exposure. Second channel is monetization. Every creator is now watching this and wanting their own. How does AI do the work? Claude scans the entire transcript archive and finds the strongest segments, and you cut and post them. Clip selection, title, thumbnail, that's the job. How to start? Find YouTubers with a deep, long-form library. I'll start and run your second channel. You don't have to worry about a thing. What to charge? No set rate yet, it's new. Thousands per month is defensible when you're printing revenue for them. Scorecard, ease 4, speed 4, validated 4, competition 3, long-term 4, so 19 out of 25. Demand is hot right now. I'm looking to hire for myself. Number 7, AI SEO. The opportunity, 2 layers. Traditional SEO brands paying for rank on Google still pays. The new layer is ranking inside ChatGPT, Claude and Gemini. When someone asks Claude, what's the best way for me to learn Chinese? A handful of apps and sites get named. Brands will pay you for one of them. How does Claude AI do the work? Claude mass produces the content. You have to learn what actually ranks. Sandy's first AI client before her channel took off was a language learning app. She started at $3,000 a month with no experience and grew her SEO traffic to roughly 1,000%. How to start? She found her first client on Upwork, or go to companies already investing in SEO and pitch the AI layer they're missing. Watch platform narratives. Webflow is pushing hard on SEO shifting. So for scorecard, I'll give this one an ease 4, speed 5, validated 5, competition 4, long-term 5, so 23 out of 25. Sandy learned this in 2 weeks. On the AEO side specifically, there's almost no competition yet. This is almost the most beginner-friendly opportunity on the list. Number 8, AI lead generation. The opportunity, every B2B company wants more sales. Most are bad at cold email and LinkedIn outbound. Do it for them. How AI does the work. Claude builds the list and writes the scripts. You're simply the human layer and the actual execution. How to start. Pick a boring niche that's bad at outbound, logistics, law, and trades. Software works too. Build a list of 100 and reach out. What to charge? $1,000 to $5,000 per month retainer plus commission. Scorecard, ease 3, speed 3, validated 5, competition 2, and long-term 5, so 18 out of 25. Competition gets a 2 for a specific reason. Everyone's selling outbound lead generation, acquires clients using outbound lead generation. Huge demand, but you're pitching into the most crowded inbox on the list. Number 9, AI DM setting. The opportunity, instead of cold outreach, you work on only creator-led founders. They post and warm people show up. Followers, engagers, profile viewers, you message those people and book a call. Works best on LinkedIn, X, and Instagram. How does AI do the work? AI handles a chunk of the setting, but unless you're already spending heavy on infrastructure, keep a human in the loop. That's fine. How to start? Find creators posting consistently who are terrible at DMs, non-negotiable. They must sell something high ticket, $2,000 minimum. The bigger their ticket, the bigger your cut. What to charge? $1,000 base plus 5 to 10% commission. Scorecard, ease 4, speed 5, validated 5, competition 3, long-term 3, so 20 out of 25. Most people start in sales and end up running their own business. Number 10, email monetization and retention. The opportunity, brands are collecting emails through organic content and paid ads. A 30,000 person list and no regular sends, no abandoned cart flow, money sitting on the table. How does Claude AI do the work? Claude writes the emails and builds the flow logic. How to start? Find brands collecting a lot of emails and sign up in their list. If their emails are bad, that's your prospect. Send a loom. I've been on your list for a while and it isn't converting. Here's what your competitors are doing and here's what I'd build for you. Do the research, show the work, get the client, what to charge. From $500 per email or up to a percentage of your revenue, depends on your negotiation. Scorecard, ease 4, speed 4, validated 5, competition 3, long-term 5, so 21 out of 25. People have built very large businesses only doing this. The only thing left is to pick one and start. I know the system works because Brandon hit $10,000 a month in 30 days of running it. Sandy ran it and passed 60,000 on YouTube subscribers. 2 ways to go deeper. 1. Join the 3-day live training. I'll show you how to do your right AI side hustle for you. And if you're not sure what idea fits you, grab the free business idea generator Claude skill. It asks you a series of questions about your skills, knowledge, and experience, then recommends the AI side hustles that actually fit and hands you a full business plan on what to sell, who to sell it, and who to charge. 10 seconds to install.